Welcome to Life Esteem, a program committed to delivering information that's important to you and your community.
Hello and welcome again to Life Esteem. Always great to have you as a viewer. Today we're going to talk with the Harrisburg School District, and we're talking to Kirsten Nicole Keys, as well as Damali Murray Brunson, and we're so glad to have them both on because you're representing the school district with federal programs and also with communications and PR, right?
Yes, we are.
Absolutely, fantastic. Well, there's a lot going on in the district, and so I'm so glad you took time to come on and talk about this. Fill us in. What's going on? This coming summer, I understand you have some special programs going on. Is that right?
Yes, we do. But before we dive into our summer programs, you like that dive in? Okay. First of all, I want to bring you greetings from our superintendent, Dr. Sybil Knight Burney, and our school board of directors, whom we are so proud to be here to represent, as well as all of our administrators and faculty and staff and students. So thank you for the privilege and the opportunity to share.
Love the Harrisburg School District, and best off to everyone, especially Dr. Sybil Knight Burney, the fearless leader, and what a great person she is. Yeah. Okay.
Well, coming up this summer, this week actually is the last week of school for our students in the Harrisburg School District, and to continue the learning and the fun over the summer, the school district has a variety of summer programs planned for our students, and so if you don't mind, I want to just jump in. We have the JET Camp. Junior Entrepreneurs Training Camp. And so that's for 7th and 8th graders. And these camps are all free of charge. Parents pay nothing. Students receive free breakfast and lunch and great information, education, enrichment, learning, and they get a chance to still interact with their peers over the summer, but in a way that's fun and engaging and helps to prevent what we call summer slide. You know what I'm saying? That's where you gain so much knowledge, but over the summer you get a little bit lax and you lose some of that. So these camps are designed to not only provide academic enrichment, but also fun and other activities that young people enjoy.
Now, can I ask a question before you go on? Where is that particular camp being held?
The camps that I'm going to mention right now, the first two are going to be at our John Harris campus.
All right.
Okay, so that's the JET program.
Now, is that Leland Nelson? Is he involved in that?
Leland is involved. Ross Berger, Esteem Dunson, who oversees our college and career academy and various pathways that we're planning for our students. So this entrepreneurial track ties right into our School of Business and Industry that we've had now for 25 years under Esteem Dunson. That's part of the Florida A&M program that she brought to our district more than 25 years ago.
Fantastic.
So that's, again, the JET Camp, and that's for 7th and 8th graders. And that takes place at John Harris High School. The HEAT Camp. Nothing like feeling the heat in the summer. But we're talking about the Heavy Equipment Accelerated Training Program. And this is such an innovative program because it gives our students an opportunity to get into the heavy equipment and construction and excavating industry. And so we have a live truck on site where they are actually navigating and doing excavation all digitally. But they have a trainer on site to help them with that. And then we have the flagger program. You see folks out on the highway and they are doing the flags and telling the traffic which way to go, to stop, to drive slow. And then we have the OSHA 10 certification. So these are all great programs and camps that will give our students knowledge and experience and can hopefully be the launching pad for a future career where the salaries are amazing.
Wow, that is great stuff.
So again, the HEAT Camp takes place at John Harris campus, and folks can contact Leland Nelson. He is our employment engagement specialist, and you can reach Leland at 717-703-4179. Again, that's 717-703-4179 if you'd like to enroll your 10th, 11th, or 12th grader in the summer HEAT Camp. And that's a great experience. So may I continue?
Sure.
We'll have Ms. Brunson Murray share about the 21st Century Summer Academy. That comes under federal programs, but we have the Gear Up University camps, and that's for the class of 2020. We are taking students on overnight, I don't want to say excursions, but for them it might be an excursion to be able to go and stay overnight at Mansfield University. California University of Pennsylvania, and so many other universities where they are going to be immersed in engineering tracks and health and biomedical tracks.
Okay.
And so that's our university camp under the Gear Up program. The contact for that is Dr. Evelyn Wassel, and she can be reached at 717-512-8702. Again, for the university camps for Gear Up, that is Dr. Evelyn Wassel at 717-512-8702.
Let me ask you this, so to get into that particular camp, or any of these camps really, is there a qualifying component to it? I mean, is there something that the student has to bring to the table?
There is. So for the JET camp is for 7th and 8th graders. The HEAT camp is for high school students. The Gear Up University camp is for the class of 2020. So that would be those students that just finished 9th grade and are matriculating their rising 10th grade students. So, but again, Ms. Brunson Murray's camp has a lot broader audience from 1st through 12th grade. And so I think at this time it's appropriate for you to share about the 21st Century camp.
Real quickly, this last camp that you mentioned, the Gear Up camp.
Yes.
So is there an academic qualifier? I mean, do the student have to have a B average, A average, or just any student qualifies?
Any student is eligible under the Gear Up program. Those rising 10th graders, 9th, 10th graders, class of 2020. So those are the ones that we're really targeting to help make sure that every student has a plan, not waiting until they become a senior to say, now, what is it you want to do again? So we're in the Harrisburg School District, we are putting careful attention and investing time and resources in preparing our students early on, really beginning at grade K, kindergarten. So it's K through 12. We expose them to career exploration and awareness early on, and then in the middle school years they go out to begin to do some shadowing, and then in their high school years we have these wonderful camp experiences that they can take advantage of to help with their education. And
I'm so glad that there's no, and I hate to say it this way, like an academic disqualifier, because I always think there's so many students who are sort of on the fence, and that may be the thing that pushes them over to academic excellence, but they don't get exposed to it because they didn't qualify. So I'm just glad to hear it's open to everybody. Yes,
it is open to everyone, and you know what? We just need parents to pick up the phone to call and to register your student today. Don't let these great opportunities go by the wayside. Your kids can have a plethora of activities to do this summer. We just need you to contact the Harrisburg School District, and frankly, before we go, I'd love to give my mobile number for parents to contact me, and I could help them navigate on which camp might be the best opportunity for their students.
Make sure that happens.
How long in length are the camps? And this from June to?
Some of them are 2 weeks. Some of them are 5 weeks. Miss Brunson Murray, hers is an extended from June to almost the end of July. So there are multiple experiences and camp opportunities for students to plug into. So perhaps maybe when they finish with one, the 2-week one, they can maybe follow up with Miss Brunson to say, is there still space in the 21st Century program? I'd like to come and spend my summer there.
Well, let's get Mr. Damali in here and hear about your wonderful programs. Okay.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Miss Keys just does an excellent job of laying everything out, and the way she describes it, it's literally, you can just picture everything.
You really can.
So she's definitely a tough act to follow. The program that we offer will be held at the Ben Franklin is it Ben Franklin Academy?
Ben Franklin School.
Ben Franklin School, okay. Our Ben Franklin School located on 6th Street, across the street from the Broad Street Market. And as Ms. Keys mentioned, we are there for grades 1st through 12th. We are there from June 12th all the way to July 28th. And we do our partnership, our program is in partnership with Dauphin County Systems of Care. We literally have a plethora of community partnerships as well, including Salvation Army, Dauphin County, the library. Oh my goodness, it's literally, we have new providers signing up all the time.
Excellent.
People who are just willing to come in and offer their services. And just to give you a general overview of the program model, the morning is designated for academics. The whole purpose of our program is, as Ms. Keys said, to not only prevent summer slide, but this would be the students' first opportunity to academically preview content for their next year.
Good.
So what we do is we base the placement off of the grade that the student just finished. So if you are you just completed first grade, you will be previewing second grade content for the first time. However, because our ratios are so small, it allows the teacher to give some really intensive small group instruction.
Nice.
So our ratio is 1 to 10. And then there's always an enrichment aide or a tutor in the classroom to further break down that ratio. So as I said, it really does leverage the opportunity for that student to get their needs addressed.
That's great stuff.
And because they're all Harrisburg School District students, we're able to literally pull their data to zero in and say, student A needs a little more help in this area, student B needs help in this area.
That's good.
So that's
Do you
really...
apply also the breakfast and lunch for your program as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. All of our district programs are free of charge. We have a partnership with the summer feeding program where the breakfast and lunch is provided. The only caveat for my program would be if you are a middle school student attending Roland or Camp Curtin, those students would need to attend the program at their own building, simply because those buildings have SIG grants. And they are having their own summer program that is specific for those students, which is, you know, of course, a wonderful opportunity.
Absolutely. Good stuff. You know, the question has to be asked. So, do all the parents take advantage of them, or are you happy with the attendance in the summertime, especially with these free programs, or could we do a better job of getting parents to buy into this?
We can definitely do better as a community. I mean, the school district takes every measure available to them. We do robocalls where we call each home and we give them the information. It's on our Facebook page. It's on our on our district website. We get the schools involved. We work through the principals, the counselors, the teachers. There's flyers, information. So I think we do a great job at blanketing various areas and organizations and getting the information out there. So now we just need you, our parents, to give us a call or go online and enroll your child in one of these awesome summer camps. I will say about Ms. Brunson Murray's program, it's not just the academic piece, but it's also the enrichment piece. And then they do field trips and they make it fun for the kids. So you get the academic piece in the morning, but then you get the enrichment and the fun in the afternoon. And it's just so comprehensive, and it's a great way for students to spend a good portion of their summer where they're in a safe environment, they're learning, they're in a healthy environment, making healthy connections with adults and teachers, educators, and their peers. So it's really...
transportation provided?
For some of the programs, they are. Let's talk about 21st Century.
For my program, transportation is provided.
Fantastic.
I know you have the young ones. I know if you're going to Ben Franklin, you have children on the south side and on the hill, that might be
Correct.
more cumbersome for them.
You know, in some of these programs that would be offered in other districts, they're charging so much money for these programs. And you are charging yours free of charge. And you'd hope that the young people would definitely take advantage of them, rather than being out on those streets. You know, doing whatever. So, wow, this is fantastic. It really is.
Would you mind if I shared a few more, Dr.
Please do.
Braxton?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that we can provide camps to all of our students, we also have a camp called ESY, and that's extended school year, and that's for our students with special needs. So that camp is going to run entirely for 1 month, June 13th through July 13th, from 8:30 until 1:30 on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And that's really special that, you know, you have kids who have special needs or need some support in other areas, that the district has taken the leap to make these programs accessible to every student.
I will tell you, when I saw the article or the piece on TV about your graduation for the special needs students, the prom, the special needs dad. Oh, that was just touched my heart. That was great. That was good.
That's under the direction of Miss Yolanda Goodwin-Humphrey, who is our Director of Special Education. And she's also the one coordinating the extended school year camp for our special ed students. And for more information, they can contact her counterpart, who is Miss Sandra Farris. And you can reach Miss Farris at 717-703-4080, 703-4080. And then, of course, we have what we call summer course completion, credit recovery. When I was in school, it was called just summer school. Maybe you fell short in chemistry, you know, biology, or math, or English. Well, we have an opportunity for you to make up those credits and get exactly what you need so you can stay with your cohort, meaning your class, and move on to graduate in a timely manner. So summer school course completion will be offered at John Harris and at SciTech campuses. So for summer course completion, they can contact Harrisburg High School at 703-4300. Again, that's 703-4300.
I know there was a time when people didn't quite understand what credit recovery was all about, and so they really kind of vilified it. And it made it seem like it only happened in Harrisburg School District, but it was happening all over the state of Pennsylvania. It really was,
Across the nation, I mean, there are opportunities for students to recover those credits that maybe they missed. But it also means that they also need to get up in the morning and still come to class to recover those credits so that they can stay on track with graduation. And the other thing that the district is doing is a phenomenal program called the Summer Feeding Program. Ms. Brunson Murray touched on it, and this is in partnership with the Pennsylvania Department of Education and the federal government as well, where we receive funds to provide summer feeding for any child in the city of Harrisburg. So whether they go to a charter school or private school or our district, if they live in the city of Harrisburg, children can receive free breakfast and free lunch at various locations. So I
used to actually run that program through the United Way to Capital Region when I first came on board, and worked hand in hand with you know, the Department of Education. And also, I forget your gentleman's name, but he used to work very closely with me as well.
Dave Lloyd?
Was that it? Dave Lloyd? Yeah, I think that's probably the gentleman. But anyhow, so great program, great program. You know, I do want to shift just a little bit and talk, since we have Damali here, a little bit about the success of AXO as well, because that's very much tied into the district, since the competition is held at John Harris, right? But talk a little bit about that, because I know you're intricately involved in that whole program, AXO.
Now, what all do you want me to?
Well, just the NAACP, the fact that it just happened, and for those parents who don't know about it, how great of a program that is, and they should encourage their young people to, you know, take advantage of it.
Right. AXO is the acronym. I always feel like I need to take a sip of water.
I know what you mean.
It's the Afro-Academic Cultural Technological Scientific Olympics. And AXO is it's a program that is designated for 9th through 12th graders of African descent. And this, of course, is for any high school student that, you know, fits that criteria. But it's basically, to coin the term, the Olympics of the mind, where students compete in various academic categories, ranging from the humanities, science. So you can do up to 3 categories. I could, if I were a student, I could compete in poetry, short story, and entrepreneurship. So there are 26 categories altogether, and each student can, as I mentioned, can compete in three areas. We have a local competition each year, and it's held at John Harris High School. And the gold medalists from the local competition then go on to compete at the national competition, where students compete for scholarship money. I believe there's still a laptop that is awarded to contest winners as well. And it's a program that it doesn't cost the students anything at all. Their hotel and flight is covered.
And it's part of the NAACP, right?
It is. It's part of the NAACP, but specifically the AXO branch.
And we've been very fortunate to really have some awesome, talented young people.
We really have.
That have competed at the national level. And again, this year you're bringing a number of young people as well. And it's being held in Baltimore this year.
Yes.
The national one.
And of course we have representation from our district that
Yes.
will be attending.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
Our students from John Harrison and SciTech, they won several medals, and it's it's wonderful to see because they've turned it into their own little competition within themselves where they collect medals. You know, some of them they just pile them on like necklaces. So it's wonderful to see. It really is.
That's good stuff. So the district is involved in a lot of great things, doing a lot of good work.
Absolutely.
You know, and we always get that negative connotation out there, and it's unfortunate because one of the things I know happens also is that we have what's called the Robert Lynch Student Leadership Conference, which is part of the Black Conference on Higher Education, which will be held in Harrisburg again this year.
Oh,
and there are a number of students from Harrisburg School District who are on our college campuses doing great work, right? And you never get an article on them. What's happening with this? You know, let's get an article on some of those kids who are really making great strides for us. And so,
well, share that information with me, and I can push it out through my network.
Absolutely, we'll do that.
And see how we can collaborate to promote the good news. And, you know, I'm actually in my 3rd year of being with the district. Many of you know I worked in healthcare communications at the state and national level, but then received an opportunity to come back and to work at the local level. And my precious alma mater, Harrisburg School District, class of 1983.
All right, there you go.
So it's been quite a journey, and what I've learned is that many districts, all districts have their challenges, but they also have their triumphs as well. So in many urban districts, and as you see in urban communities, there are challenges that seem like they are specific to urban communities that you might not necessarily see in a rural or suburban community. So whether it's Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Detroit, Chicago, urban school districts have challenges that other school districts don't necessarily face. So, but in this district, I am pleased to say that our students are amazing. Our young people have bright futures ahead of them. They are eager and excited to learn. And our parents, we are working with them to get more and more of them engaged in their child's educational experience, because parents are a major turnkey for that child's success. Not only is it about principals and teachers and the administration and the school board, parents, you are the #1 force in your child's life as it pertains to their educational success. So please engage with us. Join us in the Harrisburg School District as we continue to grow the greatness of your children. And it's an exciting time. We are about to launch our first College and Career Academy this upcoming school year. And again, that falls under Ross Berger, who is our College and Career Program Coordinator for the entire district. And so we just put out brand new course catalogs, and they are beautiful. They really are. So that, and many people that have seen them said, wow, this looks like real college material. And see, so we're preparing scholars. And so we're investing in that, not only with a catalog, but also with the kind of courses that will help set our students on a path for success. Again, school districts have many mottos, slogans, taglines, but some of ours are every student with a plan. Every student, even students with special needs.
That's right.
You know, because I'm going to go off script here. I just believe that our divine creator has a plan for everybody. He has a purpose for everyone. My niece has special needs. She's autistic. But do you know that that young lady has a top security clearance and she works on a military base in Maryland, and she has special needs. But so what I'm saying is there is a space for every student, an opportunity for every student. We just need them to lay hold of the education, come to school ready, prepared to learn, to receive respect, to give respect, because that's important for young people to understand that there's value in respecting your elders. I mean, that's how we grew up.
Amen to that.
And so you might say, well, who are my elders? Your teachers are your elders, your principals, other staff in the building are your elders. And so in the Harrisburg School District, we want to create a safety net that helps to support the success of our students.
Good. You know, one of the things that I know your programs try to address, and all of your programs, is that whole thing about bullying and violence and stuff like that. So the whole idea of respect and getting along is very, very important. When you look at the success of your after-school programs and, you know, the other programs you lifted up, has those programs made a dent and the elimination or decreasing anyhow of bullying and violence and kinds of stuff you see going on. Because a lot of times people say, oh, I don't want to go to inner city schools because there's too much fighting. That's the first thing they'll say, you know.
Right.
But these programs, I think, are designed to eliminate that stuff, or at least to decrease the amount of it. What do you think in terms of your success? Has it been good? Okay.
I think it's, you know, one of those things where you hit it nailed. Literally, you're spot on. The hours of our program, specifically for the after-school program, those are peak hours where, just to use, you know, just old terminology, if you don't plan for students, they'll plan for you.
That's right.
So if you don't have a certain plan laid out, you know, you're going to have some idle time, and it's going to get filled with either something positive or negative.
That's right. Yeah,
so having something available where students don't have to leave, they're already there in their home building, and it's something structured, something that we learned, or I can just say for myself, growing pains that I learned is making sure that you're offering a program that speaks to the students. That's down to even selecting which community providers you have, because you can say all day long, I think this is a great program, and the students, I don't know about I don't know about that. But if you're giving them something that they really would like to do and participate in, they'll be there.
Good.
They really will.
Yeah.
I think rigor and relevance is important, what Ms. Brunson Murray is talking about. You want to have the rigor that challenges the student to learn academically, but there's also the relevance that it needs to be relevant and tied into who they are. And so one of the best ways that a school district can tie in is through technology. And that's exactly what we're doing with our Full Steam Ahead summer camp. Now that camp is already filled to capacity, which is why I haven't really promoted it today. And that camp comes under the direction of Ms. Cheryl Capizoli, who has been our STEM cheerleader in the district for the past 3 years, and has done some real cutting-edge, innovative things around science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And I think when we begin to touch students in the areas where they live mentally and emotionally, and the kind of activities that they enjoy, I think we can decrease the incidence of bullying, because you're engaging them in ways that are fun, and it takes their mind off of the negativity. And it also gives them an opportunity to build new relationships with peers, maybe from Uptown, Allison Hill, Hall Manor, I mean, you name it. So anytime you can remove those barriers of, Uptown, or those various geographical challenges, and bring young people together and help them to see how much they truly do have in common.
But one of the things that you had said that you were willing to give your number out if anyone had any more questions. So if you want to share your number with the viewing audience.
Because I sense we're coming to a close.
We got a little time.
Harrisburg, please give me a call. I'm Kirsten Keys, the Public Relations Coordinator for the Harrisburg School District. If I can be of assistance to you in navigating or helping you to find a summer camp for your child that our district offers, call me at 717-514-6520. Again, 717-514-6520. I look forward to hearing from you.
Did you have a number also, Damali, that you like to?
Yes, I do. You can reach me at 717-703-4167. Again, that's 717-703-4167.
Well, we have quickly run out of time. We got so much ground we can still cover, but thank you so much for coming on, telling us about the great work at Harrisburg School District, and thank you so much for watching this program, and we hope to see you next time here on Life Esteem. Have a blessed day. Good stuff.